Renate Rasp was a German novelist whose most famous work in the English language would probably be her 1967 novel Ein ungeratener Sohn, published in 1970 in English under the title A Family Failure. Her later works, including Chinchilla, Leitfaden zur praktischen Ausübung, which is apparently a satirical handbook for budding prostitutes, and Zickzack, a novel where the main female protagonist apparently lets everything happen to her and thinks a man who humiliates her must be in love with her, according to Manuela Reichart's review in Die Zeit, but apparently received very negatively and gave the author the image of someone pushing boundaries, according to Wiebke Lundius's Die Frauen in der Gruppe 47. Rasp herself, apparently in these novels, was like to include sadistic and masochistic themes, which may have been a primary reason for her reception being a lot colder after the initial warm reception for A Family Failure. Now, A Family Failure details how Kuno, a child, and then later a man, is being mistreated by his uncle/stepfather, who has a most unusual obsession. He wants to turn Kuno into a tree. What follows is a slow and rigorous training process, trying to teach Kuno not to have to eat, plugging up his ears with wax, and trying to teach him to keep standing forever. At one point, Kuno's disappearance is noticed by the authorities, and he is quote-unquote rescued, only for the plan to continue onwards as if nothing happened. No one who knows the family seems to care about this. Even a family friend comes to join the celebration of Kuno's planting into a pot, where his uncle assumes Kuno will just actually sprout roots for some reason, and they all drink alcohol as if this isn't a crazy idea at all. Then, in order to help Kuno in what his uncle calls his new career as a tree, he takes a pair of garden shears and cuts off both his hands. However, Kuno is unable to keep standing for the rest of his life, and everyone in the family acts like this was a great disappointment, the uncle getting very pissy about it. Kuno and his mother spend the rest of their lives getting dominated by their uncle/husband, who won't even let Kuno get a decent pair of artificial hands because of the cost. The novel continues with Kuno, who remains stuck at home for the rest of his life, ending up dominating his now elderly parents before it ends. The book is rather weird in its tone, but the narrative seems a bit slow at times, which is weird given the short length of it, but the actual process is sometimes really dragged out, and not a lot of actual stuff happens in most of the book. It's an overall unusual experience, but not one I'd really probably ever reread again at any time.